Good morning, evening, and afternoon, and welcome to part 16 of Aokana,蒼の彼方のフォーリズム. Unfortunately, I'm still not 100% feeling great yet, but still better than I did yesterday. So hopefully she gets still get a good amount of time today. Last time was an interesting episode because we finally got to meet the so-called how can I word this? The best Skywalker of their generation, I guess you could say. I tried to find a better word, but I couldn't find it. So we finally met him and sort of see how he is. He's actually an interesting character because I didn't think his character was like that. I don't know why. It's hard to explain how I originally thought he was going to be. But it's interesting to see that he actually was someone who looked up to Masaya when they were young. And he saw Masaya as an inspiration, in a sense. But the way he was going about talking with Masaya and what he was doing, and all of it just seemed weird. It just seemed like there was an underlying reason, like a hidden meaning, or there's something deeper. And I wonder what that is. Yeah. Unfortunately, fortunately, we would speak with Rika, but unfortunately, because of a misunderstanding, she had to sacrifice her handkerchief. But it's interesting to find that now that she also knows a little bit more about Masaya as well. So I'm actually got curious on how they will act towards each other. How they will talk and act towards each other when they're alone. But yeah, so for now everything should be good. With the knowledge that Shindou was the one who really pulled the strings on everything, we should be able to get training underway relatively fine. But it'll be interesting to see how it goes. Yeah. So let's carry on. When I get back, I find Ishinose surrounded by Takafuji students. Okay, so everyone realized that she was talking with Masaya. Misunderstandings already. I'm happy for her. Looks like her overly serious attitude hasn't done much. She's got lots of friends. Our eyes meet. I think that was a nod, like a slight bow. After seemingly waffling on what to do, she directs a bow at me. I lightly raise my hand in response. Like I said, she has some good friends. Oh, you're done changing? Everyone's back now.
まるで私たちみたいですね、美咲先輩。
はいはい、そうだね。はいはい。
言葉に熱がなさすぎ。
何？ひなたくんはああいうのが羨ましいの？
How'd you arrive at that idea?
いやー、クナハマのチームワークを見せつけたいのかなって、いわば前哨戦？まさやいじってほしいの？
私は嫌ですから。
やり方さえ教えてもらえれば私やります。
No, Asuka, that just seems sad.
なんだ、どこかいじってほしいのか。
Get lost, Perez. I actually got curious about what he says in Japanese. He's saying just to go that way, or please, yeah, just go away. After that, we all head over to Takafuji's practice ground, only to find a lot of them.
すっごい設備ですね。
うちとは比べ物になりませんね。
Don't admit that. I know she's right, but that just makes us look bad. Still, can't say I expected them to have so much more space than us. Guess I shouldn't be too surprised, though. This is Takafuji we're talking about. It may be a bronze school, but it's still extremely hard to get in. Not to mention the fact that this environment has given birth to top skywalkers every year. Go steal some of this for my own use. By the way, I don't mean I'm literally going to steal equipment, I'm just trying to say I'll steal their knowledge and methods and use them to be a successful coach. Now that's what I was expecting, I really didn't see that. Their number one player should be a huge help on that front.
ひなたくん、
Oh, whoa.
どうかしたかい？
No, I was just lost in thought. I panicked a little, because the very person I was thinking of stealing from appeared before me. Something you need?
まずは柔軟をするとして、その後の練習内容について話を聞こうと思ってさ。
Getting a second opinion from another supposed top Skywalker would be a good way of seeing if your own methods are working. I think it's actually a pretty good way of going about it. Care to elaborate?
一応最終日に今回の合宿の総決算として学校対抗の模擬戦をやろうと考えているんだ。
I think having matches first, seeing the results, then train, and then have one more mock battle after that, to then see the differences.
でももしかしたらひなたくんの方はもっと実践的な練習を考えているかもしれないって。
Yeah, that'd be a bad idea. We aren't really good enough to face them in mock battles. Chances are high that we'd get crushed. I'm just glad we get the chance to practice with everyone from Takafuji.
そうか。困ったね。
Yeah, no, it's not really too bad. It's more not really troublesome. Like, komatta ne is. What should I do? What will I do? Like, he's troubled in a sense. Is something wrong?
僕はね、君の指導から何か学べないかと思っていたからさ。
Like, as a previous player in the years past, sure, you probably would have had, but with him not having that much connection with it lately, and him still learning as a coach, he probably doesn't have much. Shindou-san's brows aren't moving at all. He's dead serious. I can't believe the guy who's said to be the best Skywalker of our generation idolizes me.
じゃあとりあえず 今日はまず両校の生徒が打ち解ける場を設けることを前提に組み立てよう。
He readily backs down and proposes something that isn't what he actually wants to do. Can't help but feel he's a far better person than me. However, I have a different opinion.
どうかな。
There's no need for us to get friendly. I mean, we aren't here to make new friends. Sure, chances are high that we'd get crushed if we change them at all, but... Well, it's my job as their coach to make sure that won't happen. And at the same time, I need to make them realize how big the gap between them and top Skywalkers really is. I appreciate the thought though. I guess we can at least give them opportunities to get to know each other.
ならば貴重な練習の時間は限られているから軽いゲーム扱いがいいかな。
Karui game is more like casual game is sure, but it's more like a light game, like because Karui is literally translated as light.
それらの結果を踏まえて今日以降明日の練習はまた考えよう。
Makes sense to me.
いやすまないね。そんなつもりはなかったのだけど日向くんの気持ちを軽く見ていたのかもしれない。
No, I should apologize for being so blunt.
さてとなると練習方法だけどそうだね。
So we know three of their members: Shindou, SunaeVN, and Rika. So we can easily pair three of ours as well. Three people, I guess you could say. But we have 4 members.
ゲームと言いつつ過酷な練習メニューにして極限状態で友情を目覚めさせるなんて手もあるね。
Yeah, how about we just go with a normal game instead?
冗談だよ。
That beaming smile of his makes it hard to tell.
佐藤君。
佐藤院ですわ部長。
みんなを集めて先に柔軟を始めておいてくれるかい？僕は。
Okay, so I thought he was going to say more because he just says Bokuwa. Like, as for me... Shindou-san points at me as he says that.
彼と一緒に今日の進め方を考えているから僕ら以外で任せられるのは副部長の佐藤君が第一候補だ。
Oh, he said Sato-kun again.
お任せあれ部長。あなたの期待には十二分に応えてみせましょう。それと佐藤院ですわ。
君がいてくれて助かる。これからも頼むよ佐藤君。
What the hell? Are these two actually on bad terms?
ちょっとあなた。
How... me? I guess startled as SunaeVN suddenly points at me.
なぜ私が部長にこう呼ばれているか気になったでしょ。
Yeah. She somehow guesses the question I have in mind. In fact, I was planning on asking Shindou-san about it after SunaeVN-san left. And it turned out there was a bad blood between them. My plan was to leave it at that.
もやもやを残す必要はありません。私がこの場でお答えしておきましょう。
Okay, so... There's one thing I just had a thing pop into my mind right now. So my one thought now is... There's a possibility that they're actually going out. That's one thing I just had in my mind right now. Sorry for the pause. Let's see. What? Man, this is bad. What am I supposed to do if it turns out they can't stand each other? I actually think it might be the other way around.
それは私の戸籍上の登録名が佐藤だからですわ。
Okay. For some reason, she declares that in a very proud and confident tone. Huh? It took me a while to fully comprehend what she just dropped on me. So if the name on her birth certificate is Sato, then... Wait, your real name is Reiko Sato? Or Sato Reiko in Japanese terms.
そうなるよね。
佐藤院ですわ。
What? This is downright confusing. What's up with the in part? Suddenly, Satoin-san, or should I say Sato-san, shoves her face towards mine. Then...
逆にお聞きしますが、どうしてあなたのお名前には院がついていないのかしら。
I'm confused.
久那浜学院の名前にあぐらをかかないことを忠告いたしますわ。
When did I ever say I want one? She lets out a triumphant snort.
それでは失礼。
Okay. After saying that, she throws back her hair with her hand, spins around, and leaves. Her long hair unfurls like a beautiful cloak. I simply stare at her back, completely flabbergasted. I'm really confused right now.
補足しておくと、彼女は佐藤という名字を卑下しているわけではなくて、それ以上に院が好きなだけらしいよ。
Okay. Huh, yeah, like, okay. Frankly, I couldn't care less. Does she get upset when you don't call her Satoin-san?
いや、彼女はいいとがめはしても強制はしないよ。それでもみんなが彼女を佐藤院さんと呼ぶ。それだけ慕われているんだね。
Aren't they just doing what's smart? Don't wake a sleeping giant, as they say. What's the Japanese saying for this? Fortunately, the only kanji I can read from that is kami. Unfortunate. Besides, you keep using her real name.
僕は基本的に女の子が苦手だからね。ああやって会話が続くのは楽なんだ。
Yep, it's really hard to tell when he's cracking a joke. Guess it's better for me to keep calling her Sasuin-san. Right, let's give them hell. I don't know why I don't like that saying. Let's get it started, in other words. After a thoroughly exhausting practice, we had dinner. Oh, so we didn't get to really see that much of the practice then. And now we've dragged all our bags over to Takafuji's dojo. Apparently all the guys are going to sleep here. Okay. There are more girls, so they got the gym instead. Okay, I see. So girls are going to be in the gym, and the guys will be in the dojo. Interesting. All that's left for the day is to take a bath and go to sleep at lights out. I'm kind of worried about Shindou-san because he seemed like such a huge fanboy earlier, but luckily he hasn't done anything suspicious since.
Hinata! もうちょい右だ。もっと力を入れろ。
I can't. Your back muscles are bulging out, so they slip right out of my hands when I try to get a bit of grip on them.
なんだひなた褒めても何も出ないぞだがこの後の風呂で俺の背中を流す権利をやろう
Sounds more like a punishment than a reward. Right now, I'm mounting on President's back and giving him a massage. No, he didn't force me to do this. I probably feels his job, or he needs to do it as a coach. In fact, it was my idea. I figured I could use this chance to develop a useful skill, but... how is it, Prez?
なんか気持ちがいい気がする
Any technique goes right out of the window with him. Can't really use him to get better.
いいな。僕も後で頼もうかな。
Shindou!
Prez bolts up at the sight of him, knocking me away.
ダメだ許さんひなたは倉浜 FC 部の財産だ
冗談だよ。
Shindou gives a light nod as he says that.
冗談だよ。はあ
You wouldn't look so down in the dumps if you were just cracking a joke. And these aren't the kind of people I want to be popular with. Shindou-san, huh? He's someone who approached me knowing my past. Don't think he's a bad person, but I don't quite trust him either. It's hard to figure out what he wants. Naturally, that has me real nervous.
ところでひなたくん、ちょっと相談があるんだ。
Yeah? Oh boy, here it comes. Is it going to be my past again, or something else?
ちょっと話しづらいことなんだ。耳を寄せてくれないかい？
Okay. I move my ear over to his mouth so I can whisper into it.
おいお前ら男らしくないぞめめしくこそこそせずに堂々と話せ堂々と
大事な話なんだよ。
声を忍ばせるような話がかはあバカな
Shindou-san?
Hmm?
Prez is probably sad because he feels left out.
ああ、僕もまさかとは思っていたけれど、試してみようか。
Why?
青柳くん、だったら君も耳を寄せてくれないかい？
くだらん話だったら承知しないぞ
He readily brings his ear close. I don't really like this situation, especially if he's going to bring up my past again. But Shindou-san gives me a nod to reassure me, makes a serious expression, and then begins to speak.
今から女子の風呂を覗きに行こうと思うんだ。
I was expecting something serious. When the music stopped, he had a little ting sound, whatever. Like, I don't know what this is going to be about. Oh, I can't wait to see what is he going to say? And then that word popped up instantly, and I thought, oh my. I mean, I was complaining so much about what Masaya did at the bus. And then I did say, obviously, I can expect boys to do that. It's that age as well, sure. This, even more so. Mainly because it seems... I wonder... I actually find this actually quite interesting for a few reasons. I guess it's because of the opportunity, I guess you could say. I'm using myself as an example because obviously I don't know other examples. I've never seen... The only other ones is from Japanese culture, I guess you could say. or not culture, but in Japan itself, I should say. And as for myself, this type of scenario I would have never had, or I guess you could say, has never presented itself, I guess you could say. So, even with the bus incident as well. So, that's, I guess you could say, why my view is how I view it. It's hard for me to explain, but from what I've seen and shown, I guess you could say, in Japanese media, it feels like they happen to have a lot more, in quotations, opportunities for this types of things. But again, like I said, I've only other viewpoint I have is of myself. So I don't know if any other Western opportunities present themselves. I just find it interesting, I guess you could say. So as I've mentioned before as well, when we started before we started the training camp, there was a few things I thought were going to happen. One of these was kind of within expectation, I guess you could say. I did mention that there was possibly going to be an ecchi scene. So, yeah. I'm pretty sure they will show quite a bit, but I'm just wondering how much I'm going to have to block, I guess you could say. Oh, but yeah, that's why I feel different with this than I did the other one. This does feel like something, like a club type thing with the different guys and girls, and then the guys and the, like, you know, I know there's like the girl talk and things like that, you know, girls gossip and things like that. Obviously, guys are the same. And I can actually see this happening. It feels realistic to me. I don't know. But yeah. So yeah, but again, I was not expecting him to say it. But again, his character just seems all over the place for me. I just can't get a grasp on it. Come again? I'm not sure I heard that right.
だからさ、今から女子の風呂を覗きに行こうと思うんだ。
A shudder runs through my body as he confirms my suspicions. What the hell? Does he know what he's saying? Now he's scaring me in a completely different sense. What's Shion's take on this?
いやいや、誤解しないでほしい。
I don't know what you mean by that. Shindou-san apparently notices the look of disgust on my face and shakes his head in a gentlemanly way. Why is your opinion of this so different than how you were at the bus? Like, you can't condone something that you yourself did.
僕は女子部員の裸にさほど興味があるわけじゃない。これまでも考えたことさえない。
But he just used the word peep. Or, sorry, let me just get the right word for this.
今から女子の風呂を覗きに行こうと。
Nozoki. Nozoki is that, yeah. You know, that's just as bad, but in a totally different way. I mean, why else would you want to do that? I know I just asked him that question, but I'm not sure I really want to hear the answer.
ひなたくん、君と困難に立ち向かいたいんだ。結果より 過程を重視しての提案だよ。
Then pick something that isn't a crime. I mean, like, yeah, I understand, yeah, don't do that. The thing I'm confused on is the sudden change in his own... He's not taking his own words to thoughts, I guess you could say. I'm not saying that right, but anyway.
これ以上ない極限状態でこそ真の情や力は発現するものさ。
Like, if, for example, with the bus incident, if he had seen and then looked away, and he didn't have that stupid monologue he had at that point, which I really disliked, then this part here would have felt so much better, in my own opinion. Because then I would see how Masia's character would be. Right now, he's just contradicting himself so much right now. It just doesn't seem or feel right. But we could lose everything. Sorry. My throat's starting to lose it. I'm just about to end this now. But we could lose everything, like everyone's trust and our reputation.
君と一緒なら落ちるのも悪くはないかもね。
Shion hasn't said a single thing yet. Turns out Shindou-san is way scarier than I thought. Luckily, prayers are shaking. Glad I have someone on my side. I don't think that's shaking for the right reason.
なんだその男らしい提案は。
Yeah. Ah, shit, he's shaking with joy. I'm screwed. I'm gonna end it here, unfortunately. My throat's starting to cave out now. So yeah, we got a little bit more character development, or not development, more like an idea on what Shindou is like, and Shion, it seems. And I'm so confused with Masia's thought process. That or the writing, I'm not too sure. I'm probably just the only one that sees it that way. But one thing I am actually quite curious about, obviously don't want into details or things like that, but I am quite curious to know if any of you have actually not really been in that situation, or, you know, the opportunity presented itself to you, I guess you could say. Because as I mentioned, I only have my own view, and that hasn't happened. So yeah, it was interesting to see a bit of a confusing side on SunaeVN and Sato. Rika's doing well in her club, it seems. It doesn't feel like a lot has happened, but unfortunately it has. Yeah, I'd love to do more, unfortunately, but I can't. Hopefully soon. But actually, I haven't been minding these shorter episodes that much as well, so it's been pretty nice. Yeah. I still... Shindou is a really interesting character, I gotta say though. I never know what he's gonna do next. He's quite a mysterious character. He has said a lot, and we know what he's trying to convey as his character, but I feel like all of it is just a mask, or it's just like a veil trying to hide something else. And I wonder if that something else will be revealed when he's in battle, in terms of flying circus. His true self will be revealed. Well, I feel like I'm gonna be doing a lot of censoring next episode. But yeah, it was an interesting episode today. Can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. Well, obviously not. Can't wait for that reason, but yeah. Just I'm quite curious to see how this training camp will go. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. I hope you all enjoyed it. Please let me know what your thoughts, and I'll see you all next time.